Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Charlene and today we are going to make a large batch of chili. I got out my 18 quart slow cooker and I thought that it would be good for us to have some fresh, and I think I'm going to freeze some. So yeah, we're going to start by cooking the hamburger. Okay, so for the large amount that I'm going to do, I'm probably going to do 2 of these. These are 1.1 kilograms, which is roughly, I think in the 3-pound range. And this is lean ground. Okay, so I'm going to fry this up. This lighter doesn't work anymore on the stove. The stove is about 22 years old. This is the very first stove my husband and I got when we got married, and it's still working, and we wanted to stay that way. Okay. All right, while this is cooking, we will start adding all the other ingredients to the slow cooker. Okay, so we are going to, I've got the first batch of hamburger going in here. Since it's so large, I'm going to add 3 cans of mushrooms. I have Unico's diced tomatoes with herbs and spices. I'm going to start with 4 cans and then go from there because I'm not sure. This is the first time I'm actually making such a large batch. But I'm trying to plan ahead to have just some quick meals ready. I actually did last year, I pressure canned some chili. Just to have on hand so you can quickly just throw it, on the stove or something. It was okay. Like, it was still like edible and everything, but I don't know, it lost a little something in flavor, I thought. So I think that's gonna depend on everyone's individual taste there. But it could also be because I'm used to cooking from scratch. And so I'm used to that fresh flavor all the time as well. This is the 4th one. Oops, missed that. Okay, we are going to put in red kidney beans. So, yeah, I would just use, if you don't can, I would just use 1 or 2 cans, depending on the size. You normally only use 1 in a regular pot we put on the stove. So normally I would drain out this liquid before I put it in, but I think I'm going to keep it in because I think I'm going to need extra liquid anyways. And my husband loves the brown beans you buy in the cans, like in tomato sauce or whatever. I just realized that we do not have any. That's something I forget to buy now that I can most of mine. I just have a couple cans left that people have given me because they don't use. So this one's in the can. I am going to dump the liquid out of this. So anyways, I'm using a can of black beans instead because we don't have the brown beans. Uh-oh. Okay, I think that's it for cans. So now I'm going to add a little bit of salt. We'll see later if I need more. A little bit of pepper. Well, that's a fair bit of pepper. Now chili powder we use a lot because we really, I'm going to say I'm going to probably use at least 1/4 cup in this large one. But what I do, just not to put too much in, I will just put in a portion of it, let it cook for a few hours, and then I'll go back and taste it. And I normally always have to add more. So that's just how I do it. And then garlic. This is like a heaping tablespoon and another heaping tablespoon. We really love to put some barley in ours. I made it the other, well, I guess it was about a month ago, and I did not have the brown beans or the barley, and it, to us, like our taste, it didn't have, I don't know, that flavor that we love so much. So we are going to put barley in. Now my oldest son with celiac doesn't like chili, so that's why I can put barley in this. Oh, and you know what else? My husband loves corn. Once in a while, he'll put corn in. Since it's a large batch, I can, if I have one up here. And I don't see it. I'm going to bring downstairs. Okay, got back with my can of corn. I'm just putting it in. It's 12-ounce can. And I am going to drain out the fluids in this again. Now I know not everybody will like corn in theirs because it does slightly sweeten it a little, but we like it. So just gonna give this a little stir. Looks good. And my husband likes bread with his dinner. We are trying to cut back on that kind of stuff, but I don't think just chili is going to fill him. So I might do garlic bread again. I really want to, this year I really want to start making bread from scratch too, because the price is skyrocketing, right, in bread as right now. And yeah, it's something that I've been wanting to do for probably like a year. And I've done it once or twice, but I want to try the healthier breads. I don't like whole wheat bread at all. I've never liked the flavor of it. So I'm thinking maybe sourdough, or I'm not really sure. I haven't really investigated into that. So if anyone makes their own and knows like a healthy version, a healthy recipe, I would love to get that from you if you don't mind sharing. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot the onions. We can't forget the onions. Pardon me. Okay, we'll move all this stuff out. Quick sip of coffee. Now my onions are very small, so I'm going to start with 4 and we'll see from there. These ones are starting to go. You can see the big greens sticking out. Sticking good. Okay, wow, they're bothering my eyes. I really find running them under the water helps with that stinging of the eyes quite a bit. Not always, some of them are just so strong that nothing helps. I guess actually I could turn this on while I'm doing this. Takes a bit to heat up. It is 10:30. I'm going to try it about 3:25, I guess. Oh, wow. Okay, let's see if that's going to be enough. Goodness. Oh, these are bothering my eyes really bad. Okay, whew, that's done, thank goodness. That is not fun on the eyes. Oh my. I'm just going to give our hamburger a stir. The hamburger is already done, but I was just letting it brown a little bit more. Just stir this and I'll let you see what it looks like. Okay, so this is it. Now I'm going to add one more, the pack of hamburger in here. So I think I'm going to end up having to add another can of the tomatoes as well. And then probably a little bit more chili powder, but we'll see on that later. So let's see if that's a close enough. So this is the chili. It turned out so good. And we have absolutely lots left over. So I'm going to freeze some and enjoy some. And today we are going to make beef jerky. The recipe I'm going to use is tried and true with my family. We have tried a few different recipes, and this one is the one we keep going back to. So I am going to share it with you guys. Okay, so for this we're using an outside round roast. I'm not using all of this, just a portion of it. Okay, I'm going to be using an electric knife for this because this is still mostly frozen, which is the best time to work with this. I was always using a knife and it took so much arm work, so we are going to use an electric knife today. Okay, that's definitely way easier on the arms. Let's see. Okay, apparently I didn't press record, so I cut all of these into thin strips. And then I put them into a Ziploc bag. And then now we are going to marinate them. Okay, so now the marinating. We are going to put half a cup of soy sauce. Oh, and I gotta get a bowl. I'm gonna put it in the bowl and mix it first. So I'm gonna use Bragg's gluten-free soy sauce. Whoops, split that. Okay, and then we're gonna have 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, however you say that. There we go. Then we have 2 teaspoons of coarsely chopped black pepper. One teaspoon of seasoned salt and 1 teaspoon of onion powder. So onion powder and seasoned salt. Oh, that's clumped together. from all the moisture in the kitchen. There we go. Then we have a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. And the last ingredient, but probably the ingredient that makes this the best, is 1 teaspoon of liquid smoke. So I actually got this off of Amazon. It's this one is hickory original recipe. You could see that a little bit. But they do sell this in regular grocery stores as well. Whoops. Okay, now we're just going to mix this up a little bit. We're just going to dump it into the Ziploc bag. Just going to mix this around in here. Make sure all of the meat gets some of the marinade. And then it is going to sit in the fridge until tomorrow. So usually about 12, or I might actually, it's early today, so maybe I'll put it in the dehydrator before I go to bed tonight. And that should be plenty of time because that's at least 12 hours. So yeah. So that is all you have to do for this. Nice and easy. And it's going to sit in the fridge. Okay, I'll bring you guys back tomorrow. Okay, it is morning and it is done. These look so good. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. We got into it this morning already. The smell just fills the house and it is absolutely amazing. Anyways, give this recipe a try. It's so good. Okay, guys. That's the end of that. Thank you guys for watching. We'll talk to you later. Bye.